Welcome! Learn English with Victoria and Tony on TalkiCast. Hello to our amazing TalkiCast family around the world. Whether you are starting your day with the coffee or ending it with tea, we are thrilled to have you here. I'm Tony.
And I am Victoria. It is wonderful to connect with you all again today. We appreciate you spending your valuable time with us.
Victoria, before we dive into today's topic, I have to ask, how are you really doing this morning? And don't give me the easy answer.
A real answer. Okay. Honestly, I feel quite tranquil right now. The house is quiet, and I've had a slow, peaceful start to the day, but perhaps a little bit drowsy still. My brain isn't fully awake.
Tranquil but drowsy. See? That is so much better than just fine.
Exactly. Why do we always say, "I'm fine, Tony"? It's almost an automatic response now, isn't it?
It totally is. It's like we are on autopilot. Someone asks, "How are you?" and our brain just presses the "fine thanks" button. We hide our real selves behind that one little word.
You are absolutely right. It acts as a mask. But as humans, our emotional landscape is vast. We experience a spectrum of emotions, sometimes all within a single hour.
A spectrum of emotions. I like that phrase. So, today, our mission is to break that autopilot habit. We are going to walk through a typical day, morning, afternoon, and evening, and explore the real vocabulary for how we feel.
Yes, we want to equip our listeners with natural idioms and precise adjectives so they can express themselves authentically.
Okay, let's set the scene. It's 6:30 a.m. The alarm goes off. Beep, beep, beep. Victoria, what is your immediate emotional state?
Honestly, my immediate state is usually resistance. I often feel quite sluggish in the morning. It takes me a while to get going.
Sluggish is a perfect word. It feels like moving through honey. For me, if I don't get my coffee immediately, I am definitely grumpy. I am not easily approachable before 8 a.m.
A grumpy Tony is a dangerous Tony.
It's true, but sometimes it's not just tiredness or grumpiness. Take yesterday morning, for example. I woke up and I just felt off.
Off? How do you mean?
Physically, I wasn't sick, but my energy was very low and my head felt heavy. I just wasn't myself.
Ah, I see. We have a fantastic idiom for that feeling. You can say you were feeling under the weather.
Under the weather. Yes, that captures it perfectly. It's that vague feeling of almost being sick, but not quite.
Exactly. It's a very common phrase native speakers use when they just don't feel 100%.
So I was feeling under the weather, but I couldn't go back to sleep because I remembered I had a massive presentation to give at 9:30 a.m.
Oh dear, the pressure kicked in. How did that shift your mood?
Immediately, the grumpiness turned into something else. My stomach felt tight. I couldn't sit still. I was pacing around the kitchen.
So you were feeling apprehensive.
Apprehensive is good. It's like nervous but deeper, right? Worrying about something in the future.
Yes, nervous is okay, but apprehension implies a deeper sense of dread or worry about an upcoming event. You were anticipating something difficult.
Exactly. Another great phrase for this is having butterflies in my stomach. I definitely had a whole zoo of butterflies in there yesterday.
That is a classic idiom. It describes that fluttery, nervous physical sensation perfectly. You were really on edge.
On edge, yes. Like I was standing on the edge of a cliff, waiting to fall. So, look at that. It wasn't even 10 a.m. yet, and I had already felt sluggish, grumpy, under the weather, apprehensive, and on edge.
And imagine if you just said, "I'm fine," to everyone. You would miss sharing all that reality.
Exactly. It's exhausting just thinking about that morning. But then the clock keeps ticking. We finish the morning rush, gulp down our coffee, and head into the busiest part of the day.
Okay, Victoria, it is now 1 p.m. The morning is gone. We are right in the middle of the day, the midday pressure cooker, I like to call it.
That's a vivid description. The afternoon is often when the reality of our tasks hits us hard. The sleepy morning feels like a distant memory.
Exactly. By lunchtime yesterday, my presentation was finished, thankfully. The butterflies had flown away. But then I opened my email inbox.
The inbox, the place where peace goes to die. What did you find there?
Chaos. I had about 50 unread emails, 3 missed calls from clients, and a message from my boss asking for an urgent report by 4 p.m.
Wow, that is a lot to handle all at once. How did that make you feel?
Honestly, I felt completely overwhelmed. It was like a wave of tasks crashed over my head and I couldn't breathe.
Overwhelmed is the perfect word for that situation. It's when the demands on you are greater than your ability to cope with them in that moment.
Yes, I felt like I was drowning in work. Another good word for this is stressed, but stressed feels a bit too simple sometimes. Overwhelmed captures the magnitude of it better.
I agree. When you are overwhelmed, you often feel paralyzed. You don't know where to start because everything seems equally important and urgent.
That is exactly how I felt. I stared at my screen for 5 minutes, just frozen. I felt so much pressure building up in my chest. I was really stressed out.
That's a great phrasal verb, stressed out. It emphasizes the intensity of the stress. You weren't just a little worried, the pressure was affecting you physically.
Definitely. My shoulders were tight, my jaw was clenched, and you know what thought came into my mind then?
What was that?
I thought, I can't do this anymore. I need a break. I felt like I was running out of fuel.
Ah, that is a dangerous feeling. You were starting to feel burnt out.
Burnt out. Yes, it's like a candle that has no more wax. It can't give light anymore.
Exactly. Burnout is a state of emotional, physical, and mental exhaustion caused by excessive and prolonged stress. It's different from just being tired after a long day.
It is deeper. It's a feeling of emptiness. You lose your motivation. At 2 p.m. yesterday, looking at all that work, I felt a touch of burnout creeping in.
That is a very real and serious feeling, Tony. Many people experience it, especially in high-pressure jobs. It's important to recognize it and not just push through it.
So there I was in the afternoon, overwhelmed by the volume of tasks, stressed out by the deadlines, and feeling the beginning of burnout. If someone asked me then, "How are you?" and I said, "I'm fine," I would be lying terribly.
Yes, it would be a complete fabrication. Sharing that you feel overwhelmed is honest, and sometimes just saying it out loud helps a little.
It does. But thankfully, the afternoon doesn't last forever. The clock keeps moving. 4 p.m. comes, then 5 p.m. The workday ends, and we shift into the evening phase. 5:30 p.m., the magic hour. I closed my laptop, put on my jacket, and walked out of the office building.
The transition point. That moment when you leave the professional world behind and step back into your personal life. How did that immediate shift feel yesterday after such a stressful afternoon?
Oh, the first feeling was definitely relief. Pure, sweet relief. It felt like carrying a heavy backpack all day and finally taking it off.
That's a great analogy. To feel relieved is to feel free from pressure or anxiety. It's a very positive sensation.
It is. I took a deep breath of fresh air and felt the tension leaving my shoulders. But once the relief settled, another feeling took over on the train ride home.
What was that?
Absolute exhaustion. But not just sleepy like in the morning. I felt mentally and emotionally empty.
Right. You used up all your energy dealing with the stress. A great adjective for this is feeling totally drained.
Yes, drained like a battery at 1%. I didn't have the energy to talk to anyone or even read a book. I was completely wiped out.
Wiped out is excellent B1 vocabulary. It means extremely tired. So you got home feeling drained and wiped out. What did you need to do?
I needed to wind down. I changed into comfortable clothes, ordered some pizza, and sat on the couch with no plan to move for 3 hours.
To wind down. That is such a crucial phrasal verb for the evening. It means to gradually relax after a period of excitement or worry.
Exactly. I didn't want to do anything active. I just wanted to chill out.
And as you were sitting there, eating pizza and watching a funny TV show, how did your emotional state shift again?
Slowly, the exhaustion turned into a quiet, nice feeling. I felt safe in my home. I wasn't super happy, excited, or sad. I just felt good with where I was.
That sounds like contentment.
Contentment, yes. It's a very peaceful feeling, being satisfied with what you have right now. I felt cozy and content.
It is a beautiful emotion to end the day with. It's calmer than happiness, but very satisfying.
So, Victoria, look at this journey. In one single day, I went from groggy and grumpy to apprehensive and on edge to overwhelmed and stressed out, and finally to relieved, drained, and content.
It really is an emotional roller coaster. And if you had just said, "I'm fine," at 9 a.m., 1 p.m., and 7 p.m., you would have missed expressing all of that richness.
You are so right. Saying "I'm fine" closes the door to connection. Using real emotion words opens the door. It invites people to understand you.
That is the goal of this episode. We want you to connect deeper with the people around you using English.
Now we have a little challenge for our amazing listeners to practice what we learned today.
Yes, we want to know how you are really feeling right now. Please don't write, "I'm fine."
Go to the comments section below and complete this sentence. Right now, I feel emotion word because. For example, right now, I feel relieved because I finished my homework. Or, right now, I feel a bit on edge because I have a test tomorrow. We read every single comment, and we love seeing you use real, natural English.
And if this episode helped you expand your emotional vocabulary, please consider subscribing to TalkiCast and liking this video. Your support helps our community grow larger every day.
Thank you for spending your precious time with us today. Remember, it's okay not to be fine.
Be kind to yourselves and keep practicing your English with heart. Until next time, take care.
Goodbye, everyone.
If you liked this episode, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to TalkiCast.